We will talk about chia seed and flaxseed, and they became very popular recent years, and why it happened. Because they have exceptional high content of dietary fiber and omega-3 fatty acid. So if you want to say one sentence only about chia seed and flaxseed, it's they have very high content of dietary fibers and omega-3 healthy fatty acids. And let's discuss their content. Chia seeds contains 34 grams of dietary fiber per 100 gram. It's actually exceptional high content of dietary fiber, and dietary fiber is crucial for our body and for our digestive health. Also, it contains around 16 grams of proteins. It's also high content of proteins and contains very high omega-3 fatty acids, around 17 grams. It has more than 400 calories per 100 gram. So chia content is almost perfect. Now let's discuss flaxseed content. It contains around 27 grams of dietary fiber, and to illustrate how high is this content of dietary fiber, we can compare it to ordinal vegetables. For example, if vegetable contains more than 6 grams of dietary fiber, it's already considered high content of dietary fiber. And flaxseeds and chia contains more than 30 grams of dietary fiber in case of chia, and around 27 grams of dietary fiber in case of flaxseed. So imagine how high dietary fiber they have. Also, protein, they contain around 18 grams of proteins in case of flaxseeds, and omega-3 content also 22 grams. It's also very high content of omega-3 fatty acids. And how we intake chia and flaxseeds. Chia usually is soaked to soften in the water, for example, night before you eat, or several hours, or even 20 minutes after eat, to soften and to improve its absorption and digestion. Also, they are used in different foods like yogurt, salads, oatmeal, cakes. And what studies we have and what meta-analysis we have from medical view, how effective they are. In case of chia, we have very important findings in meta-analysis. It decreases blood glucose levels around 18 milligram deciliter in 12 weeks. It's very important and very prominent result, and these participants intake around 25 grams of chia daily. So intaking chia as a supplement or as a food, just food, it improves blood glucose level and is perfect food for people with insulin resistance, high blood glucose level, people with diabetes. And also it improves satiety because of high dietary fiber content. Also, when person intakes chia, it reduces daily calorie intake around 230 grams. 30 calories. It's also important because if you eat chia, you eat less other foods during the day. It's important also. And when you eat chia, it becomes a gel-like substance in the gastric, and it decreases absorption of glucose, of cholesterol also, and it increases satiety. And people who eat chia for 12 weeks, they lose around 2 kilograms. It's also important finding. So intake chia is good for weight loss and for Weight Watchers, because chia is very popular for weight loss. Now let's say about flaxseed, what we have, what studies and meta-analysis we have about flaxseeds. Flaxseed contains lignans. It represents phytoestrogen. Also, chia also contains lignans, but flaxseed contains almost twice amount. So we pay attention in case of flaxseeds. And why it's important, because these lignans, which looks like estrogens, causes decrease all-cause mortality around 10%. So if person regularly eats flaxseed, he or she has less chance for die all-cause mortality. It's very important finding. And there's question that how much I should intake. It's around 50 grams of flaxseed per day. Also, it's possible around 25 grams. It also has important health benefits, but to intake enough content of lignans, it's better if person will eat 50 grams of flaxseeds daily. Also, it decreases LDL or bad cholesterol level because of omega-3 high content. It improves HDL, which is called good cholesterol level, lower blood pressure. It's because of also high omega-3, decrease fasting glucose level by 9 milligrams per deciliter. It because of high dietary content and this high dietary fiber content, and this dietary fiber also improves insulin sensitivity. So flaxseeds and chia has almost same or similar content. They look like each other, but this lignan contents is higher in flaxseed, and dietary fiber is higher in case of chia. And this lignan effect is also prominent on cancers which are dependent on hormones. So in case of hormonal cancers, lignans are preventive in many cases. They decrease the chance of these cancers more than 10%. So it's important improvement actually. And if we asking what are the hormone dependent cancers, they are breast cancer, prostate cancer, and ovarian cancer. And lastly, let's say about heating and baking of chia and flaxseed. It's not favorable if you bake or heat them, because they're losing their fiber around 13% and losing omega-3 content around 10%, and it's worse effect in case of flaxseed. If you intake flaxseed, you lose more fatty acids, omega-3 fatty acids, and more fibers if you heat or bake them. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for your watching. If you like my videos, please thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye for now.